Baby, she is a big, big girl. This weekend I happened to be in New York and I ended up picking one of the items that I have been eyeing for a while. So buckle up, we are doing a luxury unboxing as well as checking off one of my 2024 luxury goals. So I am one of those girls that has not really been into jewelry because I tend to lose things very easily. I tend to take things off, sit it down, forget about it. I've lost a tennis bracelet. I've lost so many things over the years because I just take things off 99% of the time. I can't tell you how many rings I've lost in a bathroom because I took it off to wash my hands. But as I get older, I'm a lot more wiser. So I really want to get into fine jewelry as opposed to costume jewelry in my collection. Now, I still love costume jewelry pieces, but for the price that you're paying for some of these luxury jewelry that's costume jewelry, because it's not real gold, you might as well spend the time, do the research, and buy some really good fine jewelry pieces. I'm so excited to be partnering with Idyl for some of their jewelry pieces in today's video. So before we get to the luxury unboxing, let's talk about Idyl and some of the pieces that I've recently added to my collection. The 3 reasons that I've fallen in love with Idyl, the company and its pieces, is 1, it's lab grown diamonds, so it's just kinder on our earth. 2, it's 14 karat solid gold, which means that it won't tarnish as quickly as some of the other pieces that you may get from other places. And then my favorite part about it is that it's modular, which means you can take the pieces and build on them. So you can take a stud and get another piece to go with it and change how the jewelry looks just by adding pieces here and there. So without further ado, let's look at some of the pieces from Idyl. I received earrings and 2 necklaces from them. I've always wanted an F necklace for my initial Fumi Ford, and this is just absolutely gorgeous. You can start out with 1 stud. I chose the smallest stud so that I can wear it as everyday jewelry and not feel like I have to take it off so often and misplace it. This is a stud that I got, and with this stud you can interchange it with so many pieces from the Idyl website. I chose this beautiful piece with lab grown diamonds. The stud goes directly into it and then you close it in the back and you have just a gorgeous everyday piece of jewelry that you can wear running errands, or you can dress up for a date night. I love that the stud can be worn by itself, and this is the everyday mom of 2 running errands jewelry. Beautiful diamond 14 karat gold, and when we're headed to a date night we can add the extra piece for just a little bit more detail than just the stud. And this is it on. You can always interchange some of the pieces to make it something totally new as long as you have that base stud, which, baby, I love jewelry that's versatile. I'm gonna put a video to the side of some of the pieces that you can get to interchange with your earrings to make it a whole new pair of earrings. Look at how gorgeous that is, and that is just an everyday jewelry that's not heavy, easy to wear, but still looks beautiful on the ear. Piece I'm most excited about has to be the initial necklace. When I saw this on the website, I was like, I definitely want this. 2 of my favorite things about this 14 karat gold chain is that 1, it is so dainty and so beautiful, but 2, you can adjust it to make it as loose or as tight as you want. Also love the F with the diamond detail on the side. You can always add more charms on the necklace. Since a necklace is that base piece, you can change out the pieces for a different look each time. But look how beautiful this is. It looks amazing on my neck, feels light, and it's jewelry that I can wear all day long, which is my favorite thing about these pieces. I am linking all these pieces down below so you can take a look at the website and find your new favorite piece of jewelry. And the last piece is absolutely gorgeous. I love this 3-stone pendant. Again, the chain is very light and also adjustable for when you put it on. Look at my other chain just glistening while I'm talking about this one. Look how beautiful this pendant is. The chain goes gorgeous against my skin. I love the gold color. I love how simple but impactful the pieces are. And again, it just feels great on my skin. It lays beautifully. And if I ever want to change out the pendant, as long as I have the chain, I can go find new pendants to add to this piece. I'm going to keep the jewelry on while we unbox the bag that I just got. I will link all the pieces again down below, as well as some of the pieces that I didn't receive but I am currently eyeing, because this is literally going to be my new favorite place for fine jewelry. And when it comes to accessibility, the price, it is fairly priced without any markups. So click the links down below and check out some of the pieces and come on this fine jewelry journey with me, because you know what, we're shopping together, okay? Now let us get to the luxury unboxing. So I recently was in New York for a couple's trip. My man decided to take me to New York just to like get away from the kids and get some time to reflect together. If you're married, can I just do an aside? If you are married, 1000% don't forget about your marriage in the rat race of life, right? When you have kids and everything and life comes in and jobs, we can tend to forget about each other and what started. And I'm not trying to preach, because this is a luxury haul, but if I talked, I would talk. Don't forget about your marriage in the rat race of life, because when the kids leave and everybody else leaves, it's still just going to be the two of you, and you don't want to wake up one day and you don't know this person. So ever since 2021, we have really started doing these couples getaways without our kids, so that we can reflect with each other, we can laugh with each other, we can sleep without any kid coming and jumping on top of our head. That was our New York trip. We just needed a little getaway to turn up with each other. So we ended up going to New York, and while we were there, I'll put some videos to the side. We stopped by Fashion File, which is one of my favorite pre-loved luxury stores. Something about going in Fashion File, I can be in there for 10 hours. And I was literally in there for 4 long hours. I was in there for so long, they took me to the cage to show me some of the pieces that weren't out on the floor. So I did a tour of the cage. I have a vlog. I don't know if it's out or it's coming out, but it's coming. We were in there for so long. My husband was like, babe, everybody has gone and left, and you're still in here trying to decide on a bag. Please just pick a bag, let's go. I went in there looking for Hermes her bag. I wanted to see it in person before I bought it, and I'll put videos to the side of those 2 bags that I looked at. 3 actually. Was not in love with any of them. And then I saw this Chanel bag, and I was like, oh my god. I have been a tiny inty bincy bag girl for a long time, but now I'm really into Big Bertha bags. And when I saw this, I think it's a maxi double flap in this color that I don't have, I was like, okay, let's go ahead and get her. She was in really great condition. I got to see her, I got to wear her, so let's unbox her and then let's come and talk about it. And I'm gonna read her off. She's a quilted maxi double flap in the color light green, but she almost looks beige or a little bit iridescent. She's from the year 2010, which means she's not that vintage. And when I tell you, she's absolutely gorgeous. She's caviar leather, and she came with the box, the dust bag, I mean literally everything. Baby girl was a full set. And I love going to Fashion File showroom. If you ever go to New York, definitely stop by the showroom so that you can see the pieces in person, because there's a difference between seeing it online versus seeing it in person. You get to see the imperfections, you get to see, you know, why they rated it the way that they rated it, and you get to try it on and feel it. Now, I thought I was gonna love the her bag. When I saw it and felt it in person, I realized I would not get a lot of wear out of that bag because it wasn't me. And I saw it in, I think, the 24 and the 31 size. Neither size spoke to me. The 24 was a little bit too structured. The 31 was the size of my entire torso. It was so large. It was more so like a travel suitcase. Now, baby, she is a big girl. Let me get her to darken up. She's a big girl. She's in Caviar Leather. Again, I've talked about this before. If you know that you are going to be hard on your handbags, lambskin is probably not going to be your best bet. You're going to want to go with another leather like Caviar. Caviar is a little bit less temperamental than lambskin. So when I saw that this was in Caviar, I said, okay, go ahead and pack her up. Y'all, my son is down here. Solomon, go back upstairs, please. I said, go ahead and pack her up. She is one of my favorite colors. As you can tell, I'm wearing green. She's a lighter colored green than anything that I own. So she's perfect for my collection. She has silver hardware, and we're going to bring her closer so that we can talk about her. She has gorgeous silver hardware. Of course, she's a twist closure like Chanel. Look at the beautiful caviar pebbled leather. Stitch work is amazing. Again, this is 2010, so the stitching is a little bit better than the stitching that they're now throwing to you from Chanel. It is so beautiful. The corners, which is one of the things I look for when I'm buying pre-loved, I always look to make sure that the corners don't look so worn down. She has beautiful corners. She doesn't have a lot of discoloration, actually no discoloration at all, even on the back. And with lighter colored leather bags, you'll run into discoloration, but this one was in such beautiful condition. Don't see any structural issues with her. Her straps look amazing. There's no tarnishing at all on any of the hardware pieces. Like, this was just such a beautiful, unique piece in such a gorgeous color and huge size. So this is the inside of it. Of course, it is a double flap, and it even came with the cloth. The inside, I'm gonna take the bubble out, absolutely pristine. Like pristine. Whoever had this bag took such good care of it. The inner flap is beautiful. The main compartment is just as beautiful. Of course, you have your two compartments, and I don't know if this is a pen hole or lipstick hole, somebody said. I just don't even like the look of this. She will fit a lot into it. We'll get into that. And then, of course, you have the back area of the double flap, and this one is just always a little bit harder to get into. It's not as big, but even that is super pristine. She's just a beautiful bag. That is her without any stuffing. She just has such a beautiful shape. Reason why I always go for a double flap is because they hold their shape just a little bit better than a single flap Chanel bag. So this one is holding its shape really well, even though it is a bag from 2010, which is 2010 and it's 12 years ago. 12, y'all know math is not my thing. You're not here for the math. You're here for the shopping. So don't do that. Don't do that. Nobody knows how long that was from the top of their head. Of course, she is a shoulder bag, so you can hold her underneath your arms. Again, you have to be careful with color transfer because she is a lighter colored leather bag. And the thing that sold me on this is the crossbody. With a lot of Chanel bags, you cannot crossbody it because it's so tight. The chains are so short. This one, because it's a maxi, crossbodies perfectly. It hits me exactly where I would want it to hit me. It has enough space. It's not choking me out, which I love. I know the bigger sizes in Chanel's just aren't as popular, but when I tell you, go for the bigger sizes. Of course, I have another maxi in the patent in red. So when it comes to Chanel classic double flap, I would rather go with a jumbo maxi, extra large, or something of the larger size than even the medium or the small. I have a medium. I cannot crossbody it because I'm a juicy girl. Say it with me. We're juicy girls. And we got juicy Ellens. And sometimes it doesn't crossbody well. So I love that the bigger the size, the easier it is for me to crossbody it, run errands, go in the airport. This is a great airport bag for travel. This is actually why I bought this bag, so I could crossbody it and go around the airport, put sandals in it, put anything that I need inside of it, and make it a very functional bag for me. Now, if anybody has any tips on how to stop color transfer on Chanel Caviar Leather, please comment it down below. I have no idea, and I want to make sure my clothes aren't rubbing off on it. I will also Google it and send any ideas that I have with y'all when I find out what works best to stop color transfer. Now, when it comes to what will fit inside of the maxi double flap Chanel, baby everything. That's why I said I need this to be a travel bag. Now, what I will say is, now that I've put things inside of her, she's a big girl. She's heavy. Okay, so just keep that in mind. She already has some weight to her because she's already a large bag, and the more things that you put inside of her, she's just gonna get heavier. So if you're going around the airport, just be mindful of how much you put inside her, because she is a chain strap. Chain straps tend to bear down on your shoulder when you're wearing it as a crossbody. But baby girl will fit a full pair of sandals. Don't make fun of my sandals. These are my everyday mom sandals. She will fit a full-size wallet. She will fit a full bottle of face cream, makeup wipes, my portable charger, which I don't travel anywhere without, hand sanitizer, and she will fit an iPad comfortably inside of her. Like, she is a really, really great functional bag. Not only is she just beautiful and just a classic piece, but she's highly functional. And when it comes to handbags that are on the larger size, you have to be functional. You can't be big and just big. You got to be big and functional. And this girl right here, she's a gorgeous girl, and she'll put in gorgeous work. When it comes to styling her, she's not too big to style for events. So what I would do is get strap shorteners so I could wear her like a top handle bag with maybe a pair of jeans, a button down top, and then the bag is just the big bodacious babe that she is. Another way that I would wear her, again, is just to run errands or airport runs with just a two-piece set, trainers, and then the bag is a crossbody, so I can run around the airport hands-free and be able to do all the things that I need to do without worrying about the bag just being held in my hand. She is a little bit bulky, but it's fine because she's meant to be bulky. I bought her in this larger size so that I would be able to fit a lot more things inside of her than the tiny purses that I carry every other day, especially when I travel. Like, having this little purse along with my crossbody, along with my suitcase, tends to be a lot, especially when my man isn't with me to do all the work. So if I'm by myself, this is the bag that I'll take. I'm also able to shorten the straps and put it on my suitcase and just have it sitting on top of my suitcase and running errands. So don't sleep on bigger Chanels. Don't sleep on the maxis and the jumbos, because they are great travel bags when you want to be hands-free but still look chic with a luxury piece with you. And just like that, we're at the end. I really hope that you enjoyed some of the pieces that I got from Idyl. Again, tap below, shop some of the pieces that I love, and look at the website. Beautiful lab-grown diamonds, 14 karat solid gold, and the price is amazing. I hope that you enjoyed the unboxing and got to feast on my new little baby. I can't wait to take her out and wear her and just put her to work. So if you enjoyed this video or enjoy spending time with us on this corner of the internet, think about hitting that subscribe button. I would love to have you as part of my community. If you're one of my regular Lovies, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you've hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when I put out new videos. If you are not following me on all my other social media platforms, it is Fumi Ford across all platforms. You guys, this was a fun time. Short, but fun. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Love you, mean it. Bye.